is... Oh, no.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, Chiang, Thailand, UTMB World Major.
And it's going to be interesting to see, like, what kind of strategy will these ladies choose to take, whether they take it out hard, because HOKA might very well be ahead.
Out with the lead men here. We've got someone right up ahead.
Yeah, Yuri Yoshizumi was just there in Reed, and here we got Miguel Arsenio, Dmitry Mitayev, and already you see as soon as they're going to get off the road, there's going to be a long gradual climb. Maybe they haven't. I mean, that's the interesting part here in Chiang Mai area, is that a lot of the trails are quite rolling, but when they're not, it's bam, straight up the hill.
Whoa.
And man,
Is that a banana?
Yes.
Is he carrying a banana?
Looks like a banana. Yeah. You know.
Very early in the race to be having a banana, but you know, each to their own.
Maybe a late grab, and hasn't had the time to put in his bag just yet.
We have some amazing images of these men absolutely charging. They are moving. There's no letting up of this pace that they've set right early at the start of the race, yeah.
And so we're still with our main leader, José Ángel Fernández Jiménez, seeking for a redemption race on the back end of his season, and Dmitry Mitayev, representing Team Terex for this 100K, and these two gentlemen seem to now have made a bit of a gap on the rest of the competition, but I still wouldn't bury Miguel Arsenio from Portugal. Here we go. So I don't know if you're going to see it well, but those water stations, like those little water jugs, they all have plenty of ice in them. So that water is going to be extremely nice and fresh. And there we go. So we do have all the runners. I like that Dima was looking over his shoulders like, oh, hang on a sec, who's that?
So this is Miguel Arsenio. Miguel.
Cheeky Miguel.
A very brave call, missing that first aid station there.
Yeah, maybe he just like left the oh yeah, no, and I was just checking on the replay, and Miguel had gone around the aid station. He, as you say, he just chose not to stop, and I like that because this is the kind of move that Miguel can pull off.
I mean, like to wait until the next aid station. Your next aid station is only around 20 kilometers, so he's going for 20 Ks without stopping for additional fluids, which, again, super brave move. He must have really thought about this in his nutrition plan, either started with extra bottles so that he didn't have to stop there. But yeah, interesting move there. I wonder how that's going to play out later on in the race. I would imagine that Jose had to work pretty hard to catch up to Miguel in the frontier. So I would be curious to know if Dima has held back a little bit, not pushed too hard to catch up. So the lead over the men's race will be coming up to that 20-kilometer mark.
And they're going to go under that big temple, through the arch. It's pretty cool. But yeah, it seems to be kind of almost a psychological battle between Miguel and Dima. Like they are just kind of almost fighting each other to be in the lead and just kind of showing, no, you're not gonna run away from me, and I'm just always gonna keep you in check. Miguel Arsenio in the lead, cruising down. And it seems like he's made a bit of a gap on Dima, who up until now was tailing him, as they're going into one more climb.
And Hohati has also got her bottle out in her hand, ready to come into that aid station as well.
Oh yeah, they're gonna see each other. The aid station, and she'll just be, chipping away at it as she runs out. So it's about a 30 seconds tops time difference between these two ladies, and as we said, you don't want to be behind ahead of HOHA or Sunmaya in those races, because they can close pretty hard. Although Ekaterina knows that she has the pedigree and the level to keep them both at bay. Here Shizumi, so she's going down and she's gonna have that little kick, little uphill before dropping into the aid station. So she's gonna be a wee while before she gets to that aid station, but she's moving super well. Second place in the 100K, I believe.
So he is expected in that aid station in around 2 minutes. So Miguel definitely having opened up that gap quite a bit. But Dimitri is still moving incredibly well, and like I said, it is still only halfway through the race. So you never know.
And we are indeed with our women's leader in this Elephant 100, Ekaterina Mitayeva, who has won here last year and is well on her way to possibly a second win. This is also where her husband Dmitry picked up that little dog. Ah, and also Hati is right there, ladies and gentlemen. She is not letting go of Ekaterina. The elastic certainly hasn't broken, and Ohati looks very composed, very in control. She's hunting silently, hasn't decided to take the lead just yet. But man, this is an arm wrestle right here.
Whereas Ekaterina looks a little bit more serious.
Yeah. And then up she goes again. And
yeah, so
leaves for the first time. Yuri Yoshizumi is right there as well. The top 3 ladies in 100K in a nutshell. Wow. I mean, yeah, you had pointed it out actually that Yuri Yoshizumi was going to be very, very close to HOHA coming into that aid station, but it was actually HOHA also made a move and pulled a little bit further away from Yuri to get very close to Ekaterina, and there we go. I think this is the first time, at least in a while, that Hohati is now leading the women's race in this Elephant 100. Oh man, we asked for drama, and here it is on your screen. We're delivering high today at this HOKA Chiang Mai by UTMB.
1, 2, and 3 in a 100-kilometer race at 45 kilometers. It's not often that you get to see this.
On the left side, running on the road, is Dmitry Mityev, who's in second place, and wow, there is quite a big gap. There's a lot of daylight between these two gentlemen, because Dima is probably still 2-3 minutes away from that A13 aid station, while Miguel has gone through it. So there's 2.1 Ks between first and second, which is going to be pretty darn hard to close.
Jan Lonfei having quite the race today as well. It says that he was 3 minutes back from Dimitri at that A13 Mesa Elephant Camp aid station.
Hohati has reclaimed the lead and is back in first position. She passed Yuri Yoshizumi, and I don't know if this is Yuri who faded a little bit, or if it's HOHA who's put on a bit of a surge to regain the win on that descent. We knew that she was a very strong downhill runner. In the meantime, Yuri Yoshizumi is getting close to the aid station as well, probably a minute away, 90 seconds at most.
But the temperature is getting hot. You know, it's about 30 degrees out there. The humidity is not super high. Last time we heard it was about 50%. But, they're going up through a lot of forest here, and I think regardless of the humidity inside that forest, it's going to be challenging conditions.
Ekaterina leaving the aid station, which means that she had a pretty efficient transition. There's still 40 Ks to go, and a lot can happen, especially on that 40 K where they're going into a monster climb. Yeah, it's unreal what Miguel is pulling off, the pace at which he's running.
On the profile, Miguel Oceania has done that big climb out of the Mesa Elephant Park.
Miguel Arsenio on your screen here, absolutely flying in that downhill, which is he's second to last, is that correct? Tony, he's got one more climb, and then that is all downhill, 13.5 kilometers away from the finish line. And we are back with HOKA, and she is indicated as the lead woman. So was the previous information that we were given that Yuri Yoshizumi was in first, was it a mistake, or have they switched places again in that Elephant 100? What a race is going on between these top ladies, between HOKA from Vietnam, Yuri Yoshizumi from Japan, and Ekaterina Miteva. Change of events, ladies and gentlemen, because Ekaterina Miteva seems to be running in second place and would have therefore made a move on Yuri Yoshizumi from Japan.
The A14 aid station at the Chao Po Luang Upatam school very shortly. So they went through that aid station together, which means Ekaterina has made up a bit of time on Yuri. There we go, them running together.
I know, they're together. Yeah, and Ekaterina just made the pass.
So actually, when we saw Ekaterina earlier, she wasn't yet in second position. She is now our second position lady, but previously she was still in third position and chasing Yuri very hard.
But here we go, coming into the aid station at the top of the stairs. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Tzu Cao, who has just made it into the aid station and is definitely creeping up on Dima at a very fast pace. Dima has seen him, has replenished, and is now on his way out, and he's gonna have to push hard.
At the last aid station, A15 Kun Chang Kian Highland Research Station, Tzu Cao has indeed taken Dmitry Mateyev's second position. So Dmitry is dropped down now to third place, and
Hatiho is now in 7th overall. Yuri Yoshizumi in 9th, and Ekaterina in 10th. Look at that. 3 ladies in the top 10. Solid. Well done. Wow, and look at that now. Hatiho is going aggressive on Wei Huang, and as they're going back and forth in the descent, she's decided to go absolutely full sent and try to drop him. So it looks like he's holding on and trying to respond, but man, they are now absolutely flying down that little road section, and yep, the ego has been touched, and he's responding hard. I hope these two are not going to blow themselves out.
So on screen we've got Ekaterina Miteva, super nice split screen here. First woman and second woman of the Elephant 100 here at the HOKA Chiang Mai, Thailand by UTMB. Hatiho is working hard up those steps. You can hear her breathing.
Yeah. She's even laughing about it. It's like, oh, mate, what is that? And so he's going to carry on for about 100, 200 meters, and then it's going to be a long left-hand side curve back into the finish line, a bit of a descent on a bit of a ramp, and then that's going to push him into the finish line. Here, the winning time of the Elephant 100 for the first man was 10 hours and 4 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 9 hours, 13 minutes elapsed, and look at this. Miguel Arsenio on his way to taking the big W at the HOKA Chiang Mai, Thailand by UTMB with a smile on his face. What a performance he has pulled off today. Absolutely insane. There we go.
There's Dima. He's really not far behind. But, maybe And I think if Dima had eyes on Zhu Kao, we would have more of a race. But I think with so many people around and it being quite twisty turny here, it's not just a straight line. I do think it might be quite difficult for Dima to know how close he is. It's our second place champion. Oh my god.
Happy and relieved. I don't know if he's aware that Zhu Kao is so close. As you said, still third place. And then congratulating Zhu Kao. Rocking into the finish line. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, Hati Ha winning the Elephant 100.
There she goes. The signature smile, Katerina Mateyeva, our second female today at the Elephant 100 kilometer.
What a race for Yuri Yoshizumi. And personally, I absolutely love that, how Japanese runners come across the line, turn around, look at the line, and then bow to it.
We're going to go through the men's rankings for today, the Elephant 100 here at the Chiang Mai, Thailand by UTMB. Miguel, as we saw all day, had an absolutely blazing race, coming in 9:14:20, over 50 minutes faster than the previous year's time. Zhu Kao coming in second place, pacing his race absolutely incredibly, pushing through that last section and pulling in a second position, and Dmitry Mateyeva coming in third position, only a minute behind. In the women's race, it was equally exciting. Hati Ha coming in 10:43:28, also much faster than Katerina's time from previous year. Katerina Mateyeva was also 30 minutes faster than her time from last year. So overall, just a much faster race this year from the women's field. Both those top two women coming in the top 10 overall. And